Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 46 of Europa Universalis IV. We are currently in a war against the Crimea and the Ottomans because we were called to war by our ally the Commonwealth, who I'm trying to keep happy because we're now rivaled to Castile and well, we are allied with Brandenburg as well, but I want to try and have as many allies as possible. The Ottomans are blockading me, so I am about to move in with my ships here. Now, one thing that I'm going to do, in something that's very risky, I'm actually going to undock these ships here. And the reason I'm going to undock them is because that will engage them into a battle. Now, we will take heavy losses here, but it will stop them from getting away. It will mean that they will stay there long enough for our other fleet to get there and not engage them, apparently. Because I seemingly clicked on the wrong province. I did catch them. Maybe I should have waited. Now, these guys are getting a bonus here. Not sure entirely why. Now, we did win that. We've actually captured a couple of ships along the way. So that is fantastic. I guess we could go and try and find the rest of the Ottoman Navy, but I don't see that there's any point. So let us get everybody back to Normandy. We'll mothball the heavies again, because they're costing us a fortune. Missions, restore the Holy See. We don't really want to bother with. Conquer Liege. We could do that. I'm going to leave these missions for the time being. And the reason I say that is because most of them involve me going to a war when there's a massive coalition against me. And it would be it might be interesting to watch, don't get me wrong, but it would be absolutely ludicrous to try such a thing. So we have lost a few ships here. In fact, what did we actually gain? We gained a galley and a transport, both of which we'll get rid of because they are pretty useless. So we'll try and sort our fleets out and have a similar configuration to what we had before. Obviously, we have lost some units. We are going to have to go ahead and build some more ships, but we can do that. We'll wait till everybody gets back. What else do we want to be doing? What's the aggressive... Right, these guys hate me. Now, we'd probably never be able to vassalize them because they have an outraged attitude towards us. That's mainly the reason. We can probably try and suck up to them. It's probably not going to do anything at all, but, you know, we'll give it a go, see what happens. Might be two more provinces that we might be... I mean, Nice obviously should be part of France de jure, so hopefully we'll be able to grab them. We can now invest in the new admin tech, which will allow us to build mints, which increases production efficiency, and colleges, which decreases local unrest and increases national tax. So obviously they are quite high up along the building tree, but nice to do that all the same. We have arrived here in Normandy. We're going to split off the heavies and we are going to mothball them because it stops them from needing to be repaired. We are going to select this group here. We are going to split off the galley and we're going to disband that unit. We are going to split off the transport and we're going to disband that unit. We are going to grab 60 out of the 70 here. So we want to create a new unit. We want to move across just 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, it'll tell me on the top corner here. So there's 10. And we'll select the other unit. And they still need to repair up, but they are going to protect trade in the Lubeck trade node. Once they've repaired, that is. And we need to build another 10. So let's go ahead and do that. So 10 more lights. And we also need to build up our transports as well. We've got natives rising up. Well, the Ottomans didn't do an awful lot towards attacking us, did they? Reformed zealots. Yeah. We are going to have some issues, but not too many. Where is this particular province? Let's just unpause, keep the game going. Ah, okay, it's over here in Switzerland. That's fine. We're working on that. This province is a little bit annoying because I can't actually get to it. It's blocked off, and I can't go through Milan, and I can't go through Austria. So it's a little bit of a pain where it is. Gained a CB against the Hansa. That's fine. We could choose, if we wish to start another war against some of the Native American tribes. There's no reason why not. We could go in here against these guys, the Iroquois. We could declare a war against them. We've probably got a CB for it. They do have a few a few allies, but I don't think it's going to help them. Are you guys currently involved in any wars? Yes, you're involved in my war, but you're not... You're involved, but you're not involved. Let's go ahead and declare a war on these guys just for the shits and giggles of it. We should be fine. I'm going to go ahead over to these guys and sort of group up on them if they will allow me to. Should win this war without any issue. That's great news. I was going to say you didn't just lose that fight, but... Right, once we get in the same province together, which we currently have, I am going to tell my guys to attach. There we go. You should be able to deal with that quite nicely. Let's leave that unpaused and we'll... yeah, you're just going to go around and start stomping on the armies over there. That's perfectly fine by me. New missions. Yeah, it's still the same ones. How is the coalition doing? Let's just have a look at some of these people. Austria, where's my aggressive expansion? -48. Yeah, it's quite nasty. There have been a few people left the coalition, but there's also been a few joined into it as well, so it's still quite big. It'd be nice if Great Britain would get out of it. That'd help. Aggressive expansion... 25. It's not all that bad. It might actually go away. Our royal marriage with the Hesse has ended, so we need to go in and sort that out. So let's go and royal marriage you. Also don't have the greatest of relations with you, although improved relations is almost maxed out. Kosovo has become self-sustaining. We've gained the colonialism status against the Great Britain's 13 colonies. I think that's because GB's just sort of popped into the 13 colonies. So what have we just finished? Finished this one. This is the one that we've actually just finished. So we can't work our way across into here because we don't have a conquistador, and we probably should think about getting one. These guys shouldn't be too much of an issue. Although they are... No, they're not coming down in this direction. That's fine. I'll put you in there because you can help out a little bit. Yeah, we probably should think about getting a conquistador. In fact, so much so, I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this... Oh, why are you on the ship? That's annoying. I thought you'd have stayed with the heavies. Let's go ahead and quickly dock up with this transport fleet, or this trade fleet. And the reason I want to do that is I want to unassign the leader. No leader. You can go back to protecting trade in Lubeck, and we are going to get rid of the admiral, who wasn't terrible, but he wasn't brilliant either. We'll get rid of the admiral. And we are going to grab a conquistador. There we go. Oh, he's not bad. So we have a conquistador, and now we can move into Terra Incognita, which will allow us to start colonizing some more of the area around here. Is this currently owned by anybody? No. It's landlocked and not adjacent to any of our fully developed provinces. Oh yeah, of course, because this is still it's not next to this one, so we can't do that yet. But we can we can probably colonize one of these ones over here. How long has this one got before it pops? Quite a while, actually. But what would be a good idea to do, and I'm actually going to do that, is we'll move our conquistador through, because once he's discovered the land, we don't need him there anymore, so we only need him to uncover the land. Our military advisor has died. It would be nice to get... A level 3 one's probably going to be a little bit expensive. It would be nice to stay with level 2. Let's just go for the fort defense guy. It's probably going to be the most useful if we do happen to get attacked by the coalition. Having somebody that increases our fort defense is going to help quite a bit, actually. And, yeah, I might just walk this guy up and down the inner provinces here just to see what we can uncover. Naples has cancelled some sort of access that we don't care about. And, of course, as we march around here, we will end up running into various other nations and things. Got to be careful, because obviously I have declared war on the natives, and it's quite possible that we might run into a pocket of unfriendlies. Yeah, we'll receive extra colonists, always good. There we go. Great Britain's discovered fabricating a claim on Picardy. Not a surprise, really. We'll go into here, and then we'll move into there, and then we'll probably, for the time... Wow, Norway have actually got a colony down here. That's some impressive going. And then we'll start working our way back up in this direction, so that's fine. Yeah, so there's a couple of guys up here, but I don't think that... In fact, we've been kind of just left standing in here on our own. I think what we could probably do is... can I not do anything with these guys? These are my guys, right? And this is my territory, right? Oh, it's because I'm sieging and I'm still attached. Is this just my army? This is just my army. It's just my army and I'm sieging on my own. That's a little bit risky, isn't it? Oh well, we'll leave it. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely nothing to worry about there whatsoever at all. We don't need their peace offer yet. Why am I even doing this war? We want to try and take all of this land, don't we? That's the point. That's what we're trying to do here. And in fact, what I could do is march this guy all the way up the coast here and get him to go and help out and join up there, which is not a bad idea. Get a conquistador up there would help nicely. Let's go ahead and have a look back home. Just make sure the Ottomans aren't trying anything sneaky. I think we're good in general. What have we got going on over here? We have those 2 extra lots of lights. We're going to group those together. No, those are the heavies. It was the lights I wanted. Deselect that one. Group you guys together. We probably need another 10 because they'll be going to Genoa as well. We can probably afford that also, so let's go ahead and get another 10 lights. What are we doing like on tech these days? Well, we are now like 9 years ahead of time on admin tech. 9 years ahead of time on everything. So we can actually start spending some of our points on ideas. Although with Diplo, we're still going to be well over, so... Would be nice to get another idea group that we could spend some additional points on. How are things going up here? We are starting to siege these provinces out, which is quite nice, and they're all grouped up together. We're going to take as much of it as we can, because most of it should all be part of the same colonial region. Yeah, it's all part of the same colonial region. So we can hopefully take as much of this as possible, which will make us massively overextended, but then because it'll all be instantly cored because it's overseas. Well, it won't be cored, but it won't be our problem to core it because it'll all be contiguous with Nouvelle Flandre, so it'll actually be their problem, not mine, which is quite nice. So we'll ignore all of your whining. How are our subjects doing? Is Cosmopolitan West Africa Company is not yet strong enough to claim to be one of the dominating trading powers in the area. You must have at least 51% of the province trade power in the region to become the dominant trade power, and we currently only control 1%. And then we'd get a merchant, but that's fine. We just have to buy enough buildings and stuff there to get the trade power, and then we'll benefit from that. How long have we been in this personal union with Brabant for? We need to check that out. I'm surprised they haven't been integrated yet. Reform Desire or Liberty Desire. No, we're quite good on all of these. Let's go across actually and have a look at Brabant while we think about it. Now, that is this area here, I think. Yep. Now, you're in my war, of course. Now then, you have been my personal union since 1551. June 1551, and it's already April 1601, so literally in 2 months they should become part of our nation, because we'll have been leading the personal union for 50 years. So there's some more conversions. We'll just try and stomp out the Reformed. We'll leave the Protestant for the time being, because I think when the war ends we will consider flipping over to Protestant. It seems to make the most sense, considering that we are getting so much pressure in so many different directions. So if we again just have a look at the religious map mode, all of the blue and the blue and yellow stripes is what we're competing against. And in fact, our only Catholic neighbours of any real consequence are Austria and Castile. Castile's our enemy anyway, and Austria's our enemy, so I don't really care. I was trying to keep keep the same religion as the Commonwealth, because it would be nice to stay friendly with them. But obviously they are getting pressure themselves from both Reformed and from Protestant, so they might even have to flip over at some point. Of course, if things go the way that history did, the Commonwealth won't be around forever, and I can't rely on them being my friends, so I'll have to keep my eye on them. As for Hungary, how are things with Hungary? I don't have a relationship with Hungary. Now, they wouldn't accept an alliance. That's mainly because I'm in a war. France is in an offensive war, -1000. Hungary's allied to Great Britain and I'm allied to Brandenburg. So, yeah, we wouldn't be able to get an alliance with Hungary, which is a little bit of a shame. Lose 500 ducats for -2.5% on admin tech until the end of the game. Now, that's a lot of ducats, but that's a reduction right through until the end of the game. That said, I don't think we need it. It's only 2.5%, and we're not having a huge deal of problems in getting PowerPoint, so I wouldn't worry about that too much for the time being. It would be nice to get out of the war with the Ottomans eventually, so that we can get our trade route down in the Genoa trade. How are things going on over here? We have managed to siege that province out. That being said then, why can I not move in to... Is it because I'm still attached to you guys? Yeah, I'm still attached to you guys and you're not... Even though there was nobody there. 10 admin power or 10 prestige? Admin power's not doing too bad. Let's gain the prestige because we don't seem to be gaining a lot of it quickly. So this will be a river crossing, but again, we should be able to defeat them with minimal to no effort. We can go over here and wipe this guy out as well. And we'll just ignore all of their... Before they manage to unsiege it, we'll just ignore all of their calls for peace. Because I care not. Just going to try and take as much land in the Americas as we can. We can move into here, of course, because it is Terra Incognita. What actually happened to our guys? He's currently here. Let's keep marching him around. Try and uncover as many of... That is one hell of a route to take, my friend. Let's just start by going through here, shall we? There we go. That seems to make a lot more sense than the route that you wanted to take. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine there. More peace offerings, that's fine. Truce is about to expire. Hey, most of these should be fine. We might get a few more people entering the coalition. We can pick a new idea, which would be a military idea. Now, again, we are ahead of time, so we might as well spend it. Cavalry combat ability, as I said, not all that useful to me because I don't use that much cavalry at the moment, but every little bit helps. The naval stuff might be useful when we do come to go to war against England, because England do have some pretty powerful navies. The most useful one's probably going to be the mass battery artillery combat ability, because artillery becomes really, really powerful as time goes on. Savoy will recall the diplomat from there because we are as improved as we are going to be. Let's just move back into our own lands with you, just for safekeeping. Let's have a quick look at Savoy. Is there any chance whatsoever that we might be able to get, because they're still outraged with us. That's the thing, even though we've kind of got improved relations. Oh no, they view us with distrust now, which isn't as bad as it was before. Still a lot of aggressive expansion. We're in an offensive war. They're still outraged towards us. Diplomatic reputation, trust, yeah, we're probably never going to be able to take them diplomatically. If we want to take them, it's going to have to be offensively. But that's fine. I think we can probably manage that. Let's go and have a look how this war is going on. So what do we want to take here? Ideally, we just want to try and take as much of this as possible. We've got a new cardinal there. Let me just have a quick look again at that... colonial regions. So all of these ones are a different colour. These ones at the top are the blue ones. They're part of colonial Canada. So what we could take is that we could take these ones, but we don't want to take this one over here that we can't see because it's in the wrong colonial region. Although we could go ahead and take some more, but we'd get stuck with this one ourselves. It would become part of France. It wouldn't become part of Nouvelle-Flandre because it's not in the right colonial region. But we could certainly take all four of these provinces. We could take this province. We could take this province. Who is the war against directly? Can we piece these guys out, any of these out separately? Who are you? You are the Machican. Are you the guys that we are at war with? No. You're not a co-belligerent, so taking things is twice as expensive. But doesn't mean that we can't do it. So if we go in and try and sue for peace with you, if we want full annexation, you wouldn't be willing to accept it. You're not far off, though. It's only on -2. So we'll start piecing... They're not co-belligerents, but we'll start piecing them out bit by bit. And then we can also start then colonising some of these other places later on. You're doing a great job of exploring, so we'll keep you moving around. Ran into some natives, but that's perfectly normal. So yeah, we're just going to make use of this conquistador while we've got him over here, and just use him to try and uncover some of the terra incognita, basically. And then we'll bring you back here and get you to go down there. It should be fine. Royal marriage with Portugal has ended. Do we want to maintain that royal marriage with Portugal? Is it actually benefiting us at the moment for anything? What do we actually have with Portugal? We have an alliance with Portugal, so I suppose having the royal marriage wouldn't be a terrible thing. So let's go ahead and do the royal marriage thing with Portugal. And also we will... now, who are they allied with? They are allied with Castile. But if Castile... Remember, if you have an ally that is allied to someone that you might end up fighting with. So, oh, we've got some people risen up. We'll deal with that in a second. No, we'll deal with that first. Oh, that's not going to be a problem. Okay. So, if you have an ally, in this case Portugal, and Portugal are also allied to Castile, and there's a very good chance that I may end up in a fight with Castile. However, if I declare war on Castile, Portugal will come to the aid of the defender. Ergo, they will defend. Castile, and we can go over here and stomp these out. But if Castile declare war on me, Portugal will most likely join my side of the war. So, if it's a good little defensive measure at the moment. You don't have enough men to siege, although you might do once you get a reinforcement tick. So we'll certainly leave you in there. We can do a little bit more exploring. He's going to go around the long way and get stomped out. What fort level is it here? Well, you do actually have a level 2 fort. That is, that's impressive. So we're not going to be able to siege that out. That's fine. We'll continue just to explore around then, I think. Still getting some more peace offers. What do we get here? 30 Diplo power or 10 Diplo power, and Navarra's opinion of us is changed by plus 30. We don't really need the Diplo power. Let's take the thing. Commonwealth has accepted peace. That's one war that is over. That's fine. So let's go ahead over here and see if we can actually get any of these guys. Can we now peace you out for your one province there? Full annexation. Yes, we can. Send demand, unpause. Right, now that becomes part of you guys. Now then. Lenape, let us go and sue for peace with you. Now, what I want from you is one... Right, we can't take that because that's their capital, which is the pain. We don't want to take the other province because the other province would become part of the wrong nation. Although we could potentially grab it. Well, they won't accept the demands anyway. Currently -1. Okay, well, we'll let it tick on a little bit longer then. You have become self-sustaining. That's fine. We can now probably go and... Yep, we can. So we can start grabbing these provinces and cutting off Castile. Where's my guy? Just intend to use him to try and explore as much of the United States as we can, really. Obviously, it's not the United States yet, but... The more of it we can uncover, the more of an idea we can get of what is going to be going on. So there's quite a few people starting to leave the military coalition now. That is going to be really, really good for us. Can we get the peace with you guys yet? You still won't take full annexation. -1. Getting close, but we'll probably have to deal with that on the next video. So I'm going to pause there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV, and I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.